And it's also reported today in the papers that Saudi Arabia will be investing at least $600 billion in America, but I'll be asking the Crown Prince, who's a fantastic guy, to round it out to around $1 trillion. I think they'll do that because we've been very good to them. And I'm also going to ask Saudi Arabia and OPEC to bring down the cost of oil. You got to bring it down, which frankly, I'm surprised they didn't do before the election. That didn't show a lot of love by them not doing it. I was a little surprised by that. If the price came down, the Russia-Ukraine war would end immediately. Right now, the price is high enough that that war will continue. You got to bring down the oil price. You're going to end that war. They should have done it long ago. They're very responsible, actually, to a certain extent for what's
At the World Economic Forum in Davos, U.S. President Donald Trump delivered a fiery address, putting the global stage on notice with a bold demand that could have far-reaching implications for both international relations and global economics. The setting was a gathering of the world's most powerful leaders and industry titans, yet it was Trump's words about oil prices and the Russia-Ukraine war that stole the spotlight. Trump began by making a dramatic call to Saudi Arabia and OPEC, urging them to take swift action to slash oil prices. In his address, Trump contended that such a move could immediately bring an end to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict. This statement was far from ordinary. It was a direct challenge to both OPEC's long-standing policies and the delicate international dynamics surrounding the war. According to Trump, the reduction in oil prices would be the catalyst needed to resolve the devastating war that has affected millions of lives, crippled economies, and shaken geopolitical alliances. He argued that OPEC's role in the prolonging of the conflict cannot be understated. Trump's frustration was evident as he expressed surprise and disappointment that the oil cartel had not already acted to lower prices before the U.S. presidential election. In Trump's view, their inaction amounted to a missed opportunity to influence the trajectory of the war, one that he believes could have been curtailed had oil prices been reduced sooner. This rhetoric was not just a critique of OPEC, it was also a pointed criticism of the broader international community's response to the war. The focus on Saudi Arabia was particularly notable. Trump's speech prominently featured Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, whom he praised for his leadership and potential role in global economic affairs. Trump suggested that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, a key member of OPEC, could significantly influence the global oil market. More than that, Trump hinted at the prospect of a $1 trillion Saudi investment in the United States, an eye-popping figure that underscores the potential strength of the U.S.-Saudi relationship moving forward. Trump's comments have sent ripples through the global economy and political circles. His words about Saudi Arabia's financial potential reflect an ongoing bond between the U.S. and the kingdom, one that has been consistently strengthened by shared economic and geopolitical interests. However, Trump's suggestion that Saudi Arabia takes such an active role in the global oil market is not without its complexities. It raises important questions about the future of OPEC's influence, the potential consequences for energy markets, and the broader impact on U.S.-Saudi relations. The idea that lowering oil prices could lead to the resolution of the Russia-Ukraine war is a highly contentious one. On the surface, it seems almost overly simplistic. The conflict, which began in 2022, has deep-rooted geopolitical, territorial, and economic factors that extend far beyond oil prices. While energy markets and sanctions have played a significant role in shaping the course of the war, it's not clear that any single factor, such as the price of oil, could bring about such a dramatic shift in the conflict's trajectory. Nonetheless, Trump's framing of oil prices as a potential solution to the war is a strategic narrative that plays into the broader conversation about energy security, economic leverage, and international diplomacy. His words underscore the growing intersection of energy policy and global conflicts, where the control over resources like oil and gas can shape the actions of nations and the outcomes of wars. The Trump administration's rhetoric and approach to OPEC have often been marked by a more transactional view of international relations. Trump's call for Saudi Arabia to slash oil prices could be seen as part of a broader effort to pressure the kingdom into supporting U.S. interests in ways that benefit both nations economically. The proposed trillion-dollar investment also suggests that Trump is looking to foster a deeper economic partnership between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia, one that could have ramifications for global trade, energy markets, and U.S. domestic policy. However, Trump's statement about oil prices and its potential to end the Russia-Ukraine war raises important questions about the role of energy politics in modern conflicts. Oil prices, as many experts have pointed out, are influenced by a wide array of factors, including supply and demand, market speculation, and broader economic policies. To suggest that a simple reduction in oil prices could immediately end a war is a provocative, albeit oversimplified, solution. Global leaders are now watching closely as Trump's words reverberate through international channels. The potential consequences of his remarks are numerous. Will Saudi Arabia heed Trump's call and lower oil prices? How will other OPEC nations respond, particularly as they consider the long-term implications for their economies and energy markets? And most importantly, will the reduction in oil prices have any tangible impact on the Russia-Ukraine war? As of now, the global community remains on edge, unsure of the lasting effects of Trump's bold rhetoric. The geopolitical landscape is constantly shifting, and what may seem like a bold challenge today could have ripple effects in the years to come. The idea that lowering oil prices could reshape the course of a major international conflict is both fascinating and contentious. For now, world leaders will continue to debate Trump's proposal, weighing its potential benefits against the complexities of international diplomacy, economic interests, and energy security. In the coming weeks and months, this issue is likely to remain a point of discussion at both the diplomatic and economic tables. As for Trump's ambitious proposal, only time will tell whether his call for action will be heeded and whether the world will indeed witness the dramatic reshaping of both the global economy and the political landscape that he envisions.